Eat.
Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Washington Huskies and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is a moment of do or die for this team. The national champions have really struggled here lately. They cannot afford another loss. They can still be in the college football race with the 3 losses, but today is crucial. Coach is talking to his team like this is a playoff game for us. We have to win or we will be done. He wants that sense of urgency right from the kick. I'll keep you posted on how it feels down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the run, it's Richard. Runs through a tackle. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. The RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Got a man. It's Richard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all
makes the catch, and he's free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Got his man. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. There's some room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Snagged out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. Fourth down, Williams. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Williams. Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. They'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Williams. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's Williams. Here's the pressure. Inside the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams. Oh, they're after him. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. On the ground, it's Richard. Turning it on. Running through contact. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Run in the red zone, it's Richard. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Huskies offense out there and ready to go. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Williams to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Pocket breaking down. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Washington right back to the line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Williams will pass. Makes a catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Gain of 18. 1st down for the offense.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. Throwing, Williams. Under fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looking to scramble. Lets it go to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams. Pressure coming. He wants it all. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going for 6. Touchdown, Washington. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field is Hoover. They're working that left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like, they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside. It's Richard. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Well, this This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Play action with Williams. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 9 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's Kentucky able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll go to the counter play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Williams. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. looking to get it in.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. On to attempt the try. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Number 93, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Bond. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not. As he stopped at the 13. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Motion from the wide receiver. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him.
Number 95, set to pick it up.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The Hoosiers take their first timeout, and that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Stepping to the right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He's got it down the right side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here's a heap. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. They're setting up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Red pass hits complete. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Washington. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got the quick pass. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. It's Williams again. Makes the grab. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.